with a very special program as I take down the card to reveal that today on the show we have, for the first time ever, myself and Andy co-hosting the show, because Andy is a Mac user, I'm a Windows user, and we're grateful to have with us today Michael Garanin. Michael, hello.
Hello, everyone.
It's great to meet you. Now we're going to talk about the software that you created, which is Just Broadcaster and Winbroadcaster. And Andy and I will take the questions in turn. I'll display the questions on the screen, and then you're free to answer them. And we say hello to Guy, who's been patiently waiting. So Guy, we're here at last.
Yes.
Okay. Right. So the first question is, basically, can you tell us a little bit about how Winbroadcaster started?
Okay. Sometimes my friends asked me how I can create live stream. Yeah. Of course, I recommended OBS, but without success, because this app created by geeks for geeks. I call it geeks to geeks software.
Yeah.
Do you understand me?
Oh yeah, totally. I mean, with OBS, you need to be able to fly an aircraft. You need a pilot's license. It's so complicated.
Yeah.
So I got idea create tool for human, not for geeks, but with pro features such as multi cameras, screen capture, scenes and transition, etc. For example, loud words, scrolling text, etc. I got vision how I can do it, and I decide develop it. Okay.
Right.
I started do this for macOS at first time because I love macOS. I love Apple. Okay. Project called it Just Broadcaster. Okay. After a few months, people start asking, can you create version for Windows? So I released Winbroadcaster.
Awesome.
Yeah, and we appreciate it. We're both fans. And now on to the next question. And we say hello, first of all, to Marco, Roy, Kathy, and Guy. And bring up the second question, and it's over to you, Andy.
So there's a couple different platforms that use, internet-based off of a browser, and then you have software that you download to your computer. Yours, I know because I downloaded to my computer, is a computer-based program. Why did you choose to do that over a web-based program?
So what are the advantages of desktop?
Desktop software.
Browser-based streaming solution works in browser sandbox, which impose some limitations. For example, you cannot use few cams or audio's input. You cannot use pre-recorded video files. You have limited access to hardware, and seems you cannot do local recording. You cannot do it. In my opinion, desktop app more flexible and optimized for heavy tasks such as video mixing and encoding for streaming.
Yeah, and of course you're independent of any site. You're doing it on your own desktop, be it Apple or Mac, and you're just going live, and you can go live to various different places: Facebook, YouTube, anything that's got RTMP. But we'll come back to that.
And I also like that you could connect to an iPhone and have that as a camera, which is fantastic. The quality of my phone is way better than my Logitech camera. So I appreciate that ability to be able to do that.
Yeah, that's it. We're truly blown away. Which brings us on to the next question. Right, and this is where the things that we've been talking about will come in. Yep. What are the main features of Winbroadcaster or Just Broadcaster? Because we can bring them together. At
first is easy create pro look streaming. our apps focused on business streaming. So I included batteries to my app. Yeah,
Okay.
batteries included for this type of streaming. So this app has predefined TV stands, low thirds, graphics sets, etc. Yeah. Our things is tight integration with Facebook and YouTube. To be honest, Facebook and YouTube have complexity user interface. Yeah, many buttons, many sub items. You need click. Okay, so I did simple interface for start live streaming. Okay, a newbie can start stream Pro Look live stream in 2-5 minutes.
Yeah, indeed. You can get going very, very quickly. And you said the interface to Facebook. I was impressed by that. Andy, were you impressed by the integration?
Yes. So easy. So it's it's fantastic. I mean, everything about the platform is fantastic. So I can't pick one thing that's better than the other. But yeah, the integration is great.
All right. Which brings on to the next question, which I'm going to bring up on screen now.
Just remind us of where you can broadcast to using your software.
Okay. Winbroadcaster allows streaming to any RTMP servers and allows do it quickly for Facebook and YouTube by API. Okay. So you can, for example, you can stream to the popular platform Restream.io. Do you heard about it? Restream.io. It allows split one stream to few platforms. Okay, so you can you can use Winbroadcaster to stream to Restream.io, for example. But by the way, in my opinion, Facebook is perfect platform for business live streaming. So my recommendation, use Facebook Live for streaming because Facebook allows powerful tools for get feedback from viewers. Yeah, I mean comments, reactions, and sharing. Yeah, YouTube offers only chat, but Facebook allows many tools for build audience.
And that's what we're trying to do. That's what we try to do in every show, isn't it, Andy? To actually engage the audience and show the comments on screen and talk about and say hello to April, who's joined us. April was commenting on the wrong post. We've shared this to several different Facebook pages. Our apologies, April. Our apologies. And we say good morning to Carlos. All right. We're talking to Michael Garanin, who is the CEO of Winbroadcaster and Just Broadcaster, and we're going through basically a set of questions that, we didn't rehearse it, but we did go through them, make sure that we're on the right page.
Yeah.
And the next one, and you've covered this actually, because can you invite guests to join you via mobile? But can we just repeat that? Because this is, as Andy said earlier, this is an important feature.
Yep. Yes. I call it this future call to studio. Yeah. So you can invite guests to your live, okay? And guests can use mobile. It should be iOS 11 or Android. I tested on 7 version. Okay.
Wow.
For call to studio feature, we use technology called WebRTC. Okay.
RTC, yeah.
To be honest, we use these technologies now. The live TV use this.
Yes.
It's adapted for mobile internet, so it allows the use of Android or iPhone as remote camera. For example, for use case, remotely reporter from our country, from our event. Okay.
Brilliant. Wow. And just to Kelly's question, are we using Winbroadcaster now? On this broadcast, no, but we promised to come back in a couple of months' time, and we will be on either Just Broadcaster with Andy or Winbroadcaster with me. We've only had the software for a week. We've signed up for it, and we're going to put it through its paces. And next time you see us live, the three of us hopefully will actually be on the software. Right, which brings us to the next question. And,
so what's the connection between Winbroadcaster and Just Broadcaster? Are they completely different platforms, or are they very similar?
Very similar by interface, okay, but very different by internal.
Right, just to explain, hopefully Michael will be back in a minute. Can you hear him okay, Andy?
No.
Right. Michael, would you like to refresh? Apologies for this. Michael is actually in Moscow. Ah, you're back. Hello. Oh, no, Michael's refreshing. Michael is physically in Moscow, and as you may or may not be aware, they're blocking certain internet access in Moscow to do with the Telegram application, and that's having hello Robert, a knock-on effect. And we welcome Michael back. The blocking of Telegram is having a knock-on effect, which means that Michael has joined us today with all his technical wizardry via VPN. So we're very grateful that you're still here, Michael. And you did say at the beginning that occasionally we'll get the glitch. We've no problem with that at all. So you're just about to explain the difference between the connection between, well, over to you, Andy.
Yeah, Winbroadcaster and Just Broadcaster.
Sorry.
Yeah. What is the connection between the two? Because your answer was.
I'm sorry. This app very similar by interface, but very different by internal. Yeah. Of course, both have one concept: easy and powerful tool for business streaming. Yeah. Both apps use graphics.
Ah, out again.
Right, okay. Well, whilst we're waiting for Michael to come back, if you want to try Winbroadcaster, then I'm just about to find the link for that. And also, you can watch, if you want to know how it works on iOS, on Mac, then please take a look, I'm hoping this works, at Andy's video, which is on the Mac. And for the PC, you can take a look at Winbroadcaster, which is on Facebook. And our friend finally woke. Oh, you're back, Michael. Welcome back. All yours. You're just explaining between just Broadcaster and Winbroadcaster.
The internet doesn't like that question for some reason.
Right. Okay. So shall we go on to the next question then?
Yeah.
And the next question is, right. Who is the target market? Who is the best user for Winbroadcaster and Just Broadcaster?
Project focused on business streaming, and our target audience is user who appreciate time and does not plan to be video streaming engineers. Yeah.
Right.
We have made.
Right, okay, we're going to wait for Michael to come back again, and just to complete the things that you can go and look at after the show, of course. Our friend Guy Cook was on YouTube, and you can go and check Michael said earlier that it does stream to YouTube, and so it does, because Guy Cook was on YouTube earlier.
Yeah.
If you have any questions, right? So we've given. Yeah, it is impressive, Kathy. I think Andy and I would agree on that. What are your thoughts, Andy, about the software?
Yeah, I love it. I've used it a few times. One of the things I like is that I can play an intro, and the people watching can hear the music in the intro because it actually comes from my computer into the broadcast. And I've been missing that part in some of my broadcasts, to be able to have some type of opener with some music and information coming through if I needed to come through. Easily, I'm able to play videos in my dog training life. I'm able to show videos of me working with a dog, and you can hear, what I'm saying to the dog and what I'm saying to the student that I'm teaching. So I really like that. And I can actually go into picture-in-picture. I can do any different view that I want to in regard to that video, and there's a lot of different templates you can use. And so that's really impressive, and it seems to be fairly stable. I know that early on there can be some glitches, but for me right now it's been pretty stable.
It has. I mean, I this is the question that I had about stability, and I think it's improving. Perhaps we'll pop that question in later. So welcome Michael back, and just to remind everybody that Michael is broadcasting.
I'm sorry, actually, I should use VPN for connection, so it's very unstable.
Yeah, but
do you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, but it is working now. And you were talking about who the target market is for the software, who's it aimed at, and just to point out that the price of the software is, the Windows version is $30 a year, and the Mac version is $20, Andy?
Yeah, a year.
A year.
Not even a month. A year, it's $20.
Which is a fantastic value. So you were just, Michael, you're just saying the target market is businesses who don't want to learn all the bells and whistles. They just want to press buttons and go live.
Let me say, if you have time, you can use OBS, okay? If you have time and money, you can use VMix or Wirecast. If you have not time and have not money, you can use Winbroadcaster.
Right. Okay. So if you no time and no money, use what I mean. The value that's in the software is absolutely amazing, and that's what blows us away.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's not cheaply made. I mean, it's not like you're using something cheap. It has so many bells and whistles and things that make it seem that it should be, more like $20 a month, not $20 a year. It's a fantastic
because
platform.
I won't create a mass product. Because I won't create mass product. Okay, mass product.
Yeah.
Well, so it should be cheaper.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, basically, that we know. I mean, wage costs across the world change, charging prices across the world change, and we're just benefiting from the fact that you want to make this a mass market product, and therefore you're able to put it out at this price in order to attract users. And Kathy's saying that's incredible, and hopefully, Kathy, we've explained why it's so inexpensive. Right. Okay. Now, next question.
What is the network test tool?
Before start, it's very important to know your speed. Working at home, you know your internet speed, and everything works correctly. If you change your location, you may have problem with broadcasting, so you need do test. You should know upload speed. Okay, you can measure speed by services like speedtest.net. Okay, but be aware, these services work in browser. Okay, and measure speed by HTTP protocol, HTTP protocol is protocol for a web page, okay, for web surfing. Yeah, it's not for video traffic. Okay, what is problem? Some providers have good speed for web pages and decrease speed for other type of content, for video, torrents, etc. Okay, our network test does measurement for video traffic and more preferable for test before streaming. In other words, a network test in our app, it's special tools for measuring video traffic, upload speed.
Yeah, okay, we've got that. Basically, it's more useful than going to a particular website and measuring your speed test to measure your speed. It's more accurate, and it's a better way of doing it if you're actually live streaming.
I love that because I travel a lot and I do live broadcasting from hotels, which has horrible internet, and that's a great tool to add to it so that I can know before I go live whether I'm going to stay live or not.
Right, and just to answer Carlos's question, I'll do the second part. Is it processor intensive? I haven't found it. I found it. It's good on the processor. I've had no problems at all. Andy?
Not yet. I've not been everywhere yet, but it seems to be working just fine.
Right, and this is a coder speaking, Michael. I'm a programmer too, and he's saying, "Is the code clean?"
Oh, is the code clean? Is it processor intensive? Okay. Our apps use OpenGL. I'm sorry. Our apps use GPU, video card, GPU encoding. So if you have modern hardware, for example, Intel based, CPU not more usable. And encoding will be doing on GPU graphics cards.
Brilliant.
Okay.
Yep. Thank you, and thank you for the question, Carlos. And Marco is saying you're underestimating how good your software is, Michael. Which brings us on to the next question, which is relevant to you, Andy.
Oh, what is the network? Excuse me. What is the network source capture? I don't know what that is.
Yeah, network source capture is means IP camera. Okay. Sorry.
So you can bring input from any IP camera anywhere in the world.
Yeah, IP camera. For example, many organizations, for example, church, schools, use IP cameras. Because it's cheaply. Okay. So Winbroadcaster can capture a video feed from this camera. Okay.
Brilliant. Yep, we've got that. Right. Okay. Now, we've talked about price. We've talked about it being $20 for Just Broadcaster and $30 for Winbroadcaster per annum. But that's not the only version. You have a free version, don't you? So could you tell us what people can do for free?
Okay. Yes, I released a special edition, call it Basic Edition, and it's totally free. Okay. Free version allows do all common tasks. You use few cams, use multi-sense, streaming and recording. Okay. This edition has limitation on resolution. It's 19. Sorry, my English.
No worries. I mean, your English is far better than our Russian. It has to be said. It has to be said. We're in awe. I mean, it is. But I mean, what you say, people can do all of the standard features you can do for free. The screen resolution is lower, 960 by 540, but you can do most of the things that you can do with the paid version. So you have the opportunity to go live on Facebook and YouTube and to try the software out before you decide to buy it. And that's exactly what I did earlier this week. And I was so impressed, but my being impressed was also because of this. Over to you, Andy.
Yeah, what can you tell us about the local recording feature? If he's still with us. I think he's frozen.
Right. Okay. I think, yep, Michael's going to refresh again, or he'll be back with us in a moment.
Well, I can answer that. What I do like is that it's kind of like like a ScreenFlow or a Camtasia, where you can record using the platform, using the software, and have your different scenes that you've set up and the lower thirds and all that stuff that you've put into the software. You can just simply record a show onto your computer, and I think that's a great addition for this platform that the others don't have, especially the web-based platforms.
Well, that's right, local HD recording. But in addition to that, I now use this software exclusively to record HD video for my Udemy courses.
Wow!
Because the software, you can actually position it just underneath the camera. So you're looking directly. It's a lot easier to look directly at the camera and tell the story. Just has a different feel about it. So sure. I can record lessons in a 3 or 4 minute lesson. Just record it straight to camera. Probably on the second take, I can use that in the course. Yep. No editing. So I think the local recording feature, not just for recording the show, but for actually doing recordings, is absolutely brilliant. And we bring Michael back. Right.
I apologize for issue. No. It's our government built a big Russian firewall.
Indeed. But, you've managed to break through it using the VPN, and we've had an amazing chat so far. And in fact, Andy and I were able to answer this question for you, because we both love the local recording feature. And not only in terms of recording shows, but I was just saying that I use it because of its ease of use and its clarity, and I can just put it underneath the camera. I can look straight at the camera. I can record lectures for my Udemy courses, first or second take, without any editing, and it just works perfectly. So if you're looking for software that will do a local recording in high definition, which is easy to use, then I can suggest that this is a second use of both JustBroadcaster and Winbroadcaster. Which brings us to our final question, and thank you for persisting and coming back and forwards. And that's over to Andy.
Yeah, what are your plans for the future? What do you have planned for us?
Let me joke. Increase price without reasons. Like it was. Project has long to-do list based on ideas from our users. Okay, many features I added after user requests. Okay, I think next feature is virtual camera. It will allow user as camera in our software, for example, Skype or BeLive TV, for example. Okay, you can mix.
That would be brilliant to be able to bring it in as virtual camera. Yes, Andy?
Yeah, no, for sure. I use another type of software to do the virtual camera thing. So it would be great because I love this software. So I would rather use this one as a virtual camera if I could. That would be fantastic.
Brilliant. Right, Michael, do you have any questions for us as you've got us on camera? You don't have to, but I mean, basically, we're part of a group, a growing group of people who've met through live video. We enjoy watching each other's shows, broadcasting together, and pushing every bit of software that we find to its limits. But when we find a piece of software we like, we'll promote it and push it, which is why Andy and I are doing the show today. And we just want to thank you for joining us. And
And thank you for you doing your best on your English.
I'm sorry, my English not so ugly.
It's okay. Thank you.
I'm language idiots.
No. You're a programming genius, mate. My friend. You are a programming genius, because anybody who can arrange coding on both Mac first and then Windows in such a short space of time, and get it to work to the same level on both systems. I mean, I'm in awe. I respect you greatly for what you've achieved with doing the software.
Yeah. I'm trying do the best software for everyone. I'm trying.
Well,
thank you.
We appreciate that, and just thank you.
Okay.
We should probably let him off the hook and let him breathe.
Oh yeah, true. We'll do that. We'll go back to 4 on screen. Right now, if there are questions, Kath, I don't know whether my comments are actually displaying at the moment, but Kathy's saying, I'm going to hide the comment and try and show it. I can't share comments. Wouldn't happen on a desktop system, would it, Michael? Right, okay. And Marco's saying thank you, Michael, and Kathy's saying thank you, Michael. And also that would be awesome. And April, I'll read out the comment from April because I can't display it on the screen. And April, who's a good friend of both of us, is saying, I'm cheering on Michael for joining as a guest on today's show. English is not his native language and he's doing really well, sharing his message with an English-speaking audience. Not many people would have the courage to get in front of camera and give it their best effort. So everybody who's watched today, Michael, has appreciated it. Everybody who catches the replay will appreciate it. And from my point of view, I've understood everything that you've talked about, and I just so appreciate the time that you've taken to come on camera. Right, now either I'm not live or...
Yeah, I can hear you. I think he's just processing.
Okay.
Processing all that you just said.
Brilliant.
But we do appreciate it very much. It can't be easy.
Well,
no, on several counts, and we're just grateful to have found the software.
Steve? Can I ask you what's your favorite feature of Winbroadcaster? What's the best thing to come out of this?
Can I have two? I'll have two favorite features, please.
I'll let you have two.
First of all, is the ability to play pre-recorded video with sound. That's priceless, because it means that you can actually go live. You can do an intro as you with on one screen. Then you can bring the video in and play it. You can overlay this is recorded on it to meet Facebook's requirements. Mm-hmm. Then you can come back to you, and you can interchange them, and it just makes it so simple. And you can't do that with many systems. You just can't do it. And as you said, the quality of the replay of the recording is so good. And my second feature, which you'll probably guess, is the local recording, because in terms of my using it every day, I do use Winbroadcaster every day. I use it to do local recordings, and I should be using it more and more to actually go live as well. Andy, what are your favorite features?
Well, you just named them. There's nothing better than being able to. I was so happy when I could play a video and the audience would be able to hear it. I mean, that's because there's other software you can do to bring in to do that. But for me, it was really clunky, and I'm not a coder or anything like that. If you've watched any of my shows, I have tech stuff break all the time, and I kind of like that because I want to show people that it's okay when stuff happens, and that you can get through it. But I just don't want. If you have too many bells and whistles and things you have to operate. When I'm teaching people how to do their own Facebook Live, I like that it's simple, right? That you can just do this one thing and it works, as opposed to have to do other things. And, it's hard enough just asking questions. But when we're operating the showing the people's comments to switching the views, and now you're adding, something else you have to do, it just becomes way too complex. And so I like the ease of this software to be able to do some of the things that I really like. But I have a question now. Another question for you. When he comes up with the virtual camera capabilities, would that be something that you would also enjoy by being able to do that with now BeLive? Use the software with BeLive.tv, because I know you're a big BeLive TV guy.
Well, yeah, I'm a BeLive supporter. I love BeLive, but if we had a virtual camera with the capabilities that Winbroadcaster has got, then that opens up a whole new area, because we can come in with pre-recorded video.
Yep.
And so it gives us more facilities to use on YouTube, on BeLive, on Vidpresso. In fact, any system that accepts a virtual camera, which is 99% of them.
Sorry, let me ask.
Yep.
Let me ask. Does BeLive TV allows use chroma key green screen?
No.
No? Okay.
No.
Winbroadcaster does. Winbroadcaster does allow. Yeah.
Yeah. So we could use that. I mean, there's so many things that we would be able to do that we can't do now. And
we should have mentioned that you can do green screen perfectly fine. And I've tested it. I haven't done it live yet, but I've tested it to see how it works. And it's like everything else. It's just so easy. It's just shocking that it's $20 a year. And I keep coming back to that, because if you're not going to try it, you're kind of crazy. I would get in before he raises the price.
Right. Coming back to what a couple of questions, and I just want to put the first one to you, Michael. Does the screen share have sound?
Yes, Winbroadcaster allows capturing PC loop back. Okay.
Brilliant.
So you can share a YouTube video. You can capture a screen. You can capture a video and sound from. Okay.
Brilliant. And Roy's got a question. So you schedule an FB Live, just like BeLive, and can go into FB groups. Right. Okay. At the moment, just to go to Roy's question, at the moment, nobody apart from BeLive and Blue Jeans can go into Facebook groups because of the restrictions that Facebook have placed, and they're slowly rolling out the revised API to everybody. So at the moment, can we go into groups, Michael?
Okay. Facebook groups has some limitations because Facebook basically blocks API for groups. You heard about scandal, Cambridge Analytica, etc. So Facebook take pause for works with groups, okay? But you can create live for pages, no problem. Yeah. Let me. My slogan is try before buy. So my apps are available for free trial. You can free download and test it during 2 weeks. 2 weeks for Windows and 3 weeks for macOS. Sorry, Windows users.
Brilliant. And comment from April.
So you can free download standard edition Winbroadcaster and test it. It's free. Free 2 weeks. And basic edition totally free.
Yeah, you can. April, Michael has just said you can screen share with the audio because of the way that it's actually working, which is brilliant.
And just to, I want to mention that you can control the volume separately. So the volume coming from my mic and the volume coming from the computer has 2 different toggles. So I was able to, when I didn't want the audio playing on a video, I was able to turn it down and then keep, so that you're not competing. If you're doing a voiceover, like you're talking about the video, you can control it so that you can talk over the video.
All right. So in summary, if I was giving Winbroadcaster and just a score out of 10, I would go at the moment for a 9 out of 10, which is, from me, is. Andy, what are your thoughts on putting you on the spot?
Well, in front of the creator, I'm going to give it an 8. I'm going to give it an 8 only because it crashed on me once during the broadcast. So, and I know, first thing I know is that as time goes on, all the bugs get fixed. And I know Facebook has been going through a bunch of stuff. So I'm sure that that's probably has something to do with it, because nothing's perfect, including Be Live, Blue Jeans. None of them are perfect. But
Sure.
Right now, as soon as it becomes even more stable, it'll be even better. But yeah, right now I give it an 8, and that way I can give Michael something to do to try to make it even better. I don't want to give him a 10, because then you stop when you become a 10, right?
Yeah, I suppose so. I mean, my 9 relates to the fact that I can actually do perfect screen recordings as well.
Yeah.
Michael, thank you very much for your time and for coming in via VPN. We know it's difficult to actually do this, but we do appreciate your time. We'll carry on using Winbroadcaster, and it's over to Andy to sort of close the show. But we do appreciate that you joined us today.
Thank you, Michael.
Hi. Oh, sorry. Bye. Much obligated.
Brilliant. And we've enjoyed ourselves, and that's the main thing.
Thank you.
To everybody who's watched, thank you for watching us today. And Andy and I will no doubt broadcast again at some point together.
Nice.
That was good. That was really nice. Really enjoyed that.
Yeah, that was fun because I don't think I've tried to interview somebody that didn't have English as their first language. So that was I'm appreciative of the opportunity too. I've been watching you for a long time and just really am honored that you asked me to co-host on your show. I really am honored.
I've been watching your shows for a while too, and I'm glad that you accepted. To everybody who's watched us today, you've been fantastic. We've enjoyed the questions. We had a little breakdown I couldn't show all the comments, but I did see them all, and we'll come back to them afterwards and say thank you. But Andy and I have had a blast. We were joined by Michael. We were joined by everybody who's watched us. We will be back. I'd just like to say thank you. Take care, everybody. And it's goodbye from Wiltshire in England. And goodbye from
California.
Brilliant. Take care. Bye for now.
Bye.